Okay. So we have our template, P4 symbol set banner template. There's two rectangles. We're going to create a grid on each one of these rectangles. We're going to take the rectangle tool, make it the same size as the artboard. We're going to go to Object, Half, Split, Half, Split into Grid. I'm going to select Preview so I can see it. I can also add guides. This is up to you, how many divisions you want. There's no right way or wrong way. I feel like the more you have, the more flexibility you have with your design. Okay. You can also add a gutter in. I'm not going to because I think it's a little easier just to have them butt right up against each other, like the example I shared. I see a hand up. Go ahead, Quinn.
In the example one that we're basing it off of, it was less like even squares. It's all right if we
Yeah,
kind of like merge squares and everything. Okay, cool.
that's exactly what we're going to do. So the
Okay, I was
grid is there not to say every item goes into the grid. So what Quinn's talking about, and she's very right. Notice how the pattern is sometimes there's a rectangle, sometimes there's a square, sometimes there's a rectangle, then a square, then a rectangle, then a rectangle, then a rectangle, then a square. You know what I mean? It's that idea of you take your grid and then you can take and you can do a couple things. You can each one of these is its own becomes a square. I can delete some of these and I can say, okay, that's going to be one quadrant. And then that's a different quadrant. Or maybe I just am going to get rid of that and maybe just this edge. Or I'm going to get rid of this and then make this one a rectangle, change the shape of it, right? So that's going to be a rectangle, that's going to be a square. This is going to be a rectangle. That I bring all the way over. Oops, there it is. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to play with how you're seeing these interact with each other. And it's going to depend on your icons and your elements. So then when I have something, so like I have this, and I'm going to want to fill it with a pattern. So here's my pattern, and I can say, oh, that's not fitting. So that's when I go into that scale and I go, I need this to be like 20% because it's, oops, click. Don't transform objects, just transform the pattern. There it is. And so now my pattern's fitting in that square. And then maybe here, I want to make this not be a pattern. I want this to be my lobster color or whatever. And then I'm going to put a single icon over here. So this is how I'm going to start building my designs. Same thing here. You're going to take a rectangle. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to make the rectangle fill our square. We're going to go to Object, Path, Split into Grid. And now this is going to be different because it's a different shape. I'm going to hit Preview so I can see my design. And so I'm going to probably do this one maybe like that. Say okay. And then I can go in the same thing. These are all individual squares and I can delete them. That's what I'm doing. And then I can also change the size. So I can say, okay, this one's going to become, this mod is going to become modular right here. Or and so on and so forth. And you can start editing them. All right. Any questions?
Yeah, what sizes specifically do they need to be, or does
The
it matter?
size of the template. Yep. The template is already sized accordingly.
The template.
Yep. So use the template and you will have the exact size.
Um, okay, maybe I missed something. The
The
template
template is
is
in Blackboard.
okay.
So
And
Blackboard is where the template is, and it's right here. P4 symbol set banner template under
Mhm.
project 4, symbol set upload final assignment here.
So I can upload that into the file I'm working in?
You're gonna open this, you're gonna open this as its own, and then you're gonna bring your art into it.
Mm-hmm. Because remember,
Okay.
I was like confused about how to, am I, about how to like, because it's not, I guess I'll just figure it out. I'm just a
No,
little
no,
confused.
continue your thought. I'm trying to follow. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if I'm just frustrated kind of because I'm trying to figure out when you I'll figure it out. If I have a question, I'll ask because my brain's kind of like just
So,
confused.
for example, maybe I think what I'm hearing you say is, so for example, this template file is separate from my pattern. So, like say I have all my elements here. Like let's say this is one of my elements. You can
Hmm.
take your element off this board, Command C, copy it,
Hmm.
come over to your final banner
Mm.
and Command V and paste
Mm.
it.
Okay. And then I
And then
can
I'm just
that way. Okay.
right, and then I'm shifting and scaling my banner, my element to fit on my new banner.
All
Okay?
right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, just
Uh,
command copy and paste the
right.
elements onto this new banner size.
Yeah, I understand how to do that. I just don't know why I wasn't really processing that I could do that. But
Yeah, definitely. Copy paste. And remember you have your library. So all of your color palettes are going to be here in the library. You can also, and here's the other thing, you guys, put if you put all of your graphics, notice how I put my graphic here? I just drag it out and I can just click and show it the scale I want it. And boom, there goes my icon into the graphic. Put all of your graphics into your libraries, and then you can click and drag them out onto your design. Even easier than copying and pasting. Pull them right off of here. Okay?
okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.